Crisis of Infinite Twilights, Defender 2222, Chapter 21, Skyfall. Okay, this is just getting ridiculous, Skulu complained. Below them, Skybird Sparrow was stretching her wings, preparing for her to race against Spitfire. Off to the right of them, TJ Twibright had begun playing Danger Zone to amp up the crowd. And it wasn't before? Shining asked, gesturing towards Sparkle Sun and Twilight. Skulu rolled her eyes. Okay, it was ridiculous before, but now it's just becoming ludicrous. What's next? A Twilight with butterfly wings who floats down and gives me free popcorn and soda? The others looked at each other, and then at Skulu, who was looking up expectantly at the sky. I don't think that one's going to show up, Spike said. Oh, good, Skulu said quickly, trying to hide her disappointment. Good, I guess. Lucan, I understand that this is all very strange and most unsuper special awesome, but you must mind your sphincter and remain calm. My what? Skulu asked. Sphincter, you know. Sparklesun pointed at her mouth. Twilight scratched her nose up. That's not a sphincter. Oh, then what is a sphincter? Sparklesun asked innocently. Charles shrugged. Well, it's found in ponies. Butts! Headquarters! Twilight Velvet speaking. Twilight's mom listened for a moment, the phone resting against her ear. One moment, please. Mrs. Velvet, what are you doing? Luna asked, entering the lobby. Her horn was glowing as she was dragging the restrained Twilight behind her, while a blushing dragonfly hurried after her. Twilight, miss, put her around to the garage. Luna called out to the truck outside. Roll out! The robot Twilight declared. Velvet shrugged. Every day, one of us has to cover the welcome desk while the secretary goes on lunch. Today just happens to be my day. She trotted out from behind the workstation and smiled as she spied baby Twilight hanging in Luna's saddlebag. Ah, I remember when my little Twilight was this small. She got so cranky when she couldn't break the laws of nature. Bah! Baby Twilight crossed her forelegs over her chest. Well, this one can't. Luna's magic let go of Twilight, sending the van pony to the ground with a thud. I brought a few new ones with me. Primus Prime, who is huge, and a robot so braced herself for that, is going to use the garage entrance. This baby dragon is also a Twilight. Please, don't call me Twizilla, the baby dragon murmured embarrassed. Sorry, no can do. Luna nodded her head towards the restrained Twilight. As for the vampire, she is just a giant asset to us all, Celestia said, looking down at the smiling group before her. Each was dressed in their finest clothing, beaming with pride as the Princess of Equestria awarded them with medals recognizing their hard work. Yes, you 6 custodians have made Equestria a better place to live, and for that I thank you. Do you get the sense that the princess is running out of reasons to hand out medals of honor? One noble pony asked. Whatever was a hand over when none of us have hands? His companion asked. Celestia continued her speech, pinning a medal on each pony's shirt. Now, I know there will be some below for your efforts, claiming that you are mere janitors. But I and all of Camelot know that if it weren't for you fixing up the Baghdad toilet at the 3rd floor, the entire castle would have just smelled, well, just like the stuff that comes out of your pooper! Piggy exclaimed. That's what you are, a big party pooper! Blinky, you know I ain't right, Applejack said, trying to be nice. I just don't think it's wise to use the barricade to fire knives and forks at ponies. I guess it's faster, but it seems mighty dangerous to me. I worked out all the bugs this time, Applejack, Piggy whined. The last time you said that, you killed Mayor Mayor! I'm not dead, Mayor said weakly, her legs twitching. Nice spoons and forks were rebelling your body. Yes, you are, Applejack stated. Now then, Blinky, I'm feeling better. The farmer shook her head, glancing at the mayor. No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment. Piggy tilted her head. How are you able to tell anything? I'm not dead. We'll be able to tell because when a pony dies, she'll void all her bows. The ship have several rooms for my crew. Faith told Princess Aurora. The 2 of them had gone to get more booze for truth, dare, drinking that they were playing with the other Twilights at the Butts headquarters. Sounds like a fine vessel. Thanks. So, you are the element of magic? Aura asked. Faith, actually. Every point just calls it magic, because in my world, Celestia wiped out all memory of the true name, and mine. I'd investigate my world to see if I did the same. I would hate to discover I left a fine stallion like yourself, trapped without form, due to my own fears. Just be careful. Faith said, I'm nice, but more than one abstract is really horse's ass! What's that, Deadpool? Defender 2222, I heard this fake ass in confusion. You better be happy, Defender! I'm giving you balls of steel! I'm making you sound suave! The assassin was busy playing Fall of Cybertron, glanced over at the author, tossing the PS3 controller at the side. You are ripping off this joke! I rip off most of my jokes, the blonde stated. True, but that doesn't make this right! You're ripping off Austin Powers! I am. Defender 2222 said in surprise. The merc went to outside. Of course you are. It's the bit where they look at it, Dr. Evil's rocket. You know, the one that looks like a man's parents! Sapphire called out. I hope you people appreciate the sacrifice I just went through. Do you know how hard it is to keep a straight face? That is one of my favorite routines in Austin Powers. Smith marching in front of the gathered Wonderbolts. I want each and every one of you to watch what's about to happen. One day you might be able to match me in skill and ability. Please, Skipper Silver grunt. You're a rank amateur. You're a rank amateur with the losers of grandeur, Spitfire. The Pegasus Twilight stepped forward, pawing at the ground. Once I beat you for the 50th time, I'm going to drum you down to clean the team bathrooms. Should we do something about this? Rainbow Dash asked nervously. Of course. Tile said, standing up. Attention, everyone. The crowd of Wonderbolts all looked up to Capricorn. Before this goes any further, let us sing to Renessa and Esso anthem, so we may honor this great land. Close. He is right. Before the battle, we must sing our national anthem. But as the heat of battle, Lord Titan, please begin, and the rest shall follow. Title nodded. It cleared his throat. They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and the words are really clear, so beat it, just beat it. You'd better run, you better do as you can. Don't wanna see no but wanna be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can, so beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky, strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it. 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 They're out to get you, better leave all you can. Don't wanna be a boy, you wanna be a man. You wanna stay alive, you better do what you can. So beat it, just beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. You're playing with your life, this is no truth or dare. They'll kick you, then they'll beat you, then they'll tell you it's fair. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated, showing how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated, showing how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated, showing how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated, showing how funky strong is your fight. No, it doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it, beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it. I know this is your second favorite Michael Jackson song, but do you really have to dance to it? Yes! Yes, I did. Alright, Soren said, stepping forward, joining the two mayors standing in the middle of the arena. This will be both a race and a stunt competition. It will be time for speed, while the judges waved towards several grim-looking patrons, and, to Scootaloo's great surprise, Cadence managed to sneak away and join the panel. We'll score you on your performance, while we taking your speed and time into account. That seems overly complicated, Spike complained. Rainbow shook her head. Nah, this is how all Pegasus race stunt competitions go. It makes sense. And as always, whoever catches the golden snitch will earn 150 points, and the competition will end. Tal stood up, shaking himself in frustration as he released his snitch. Why focus on anything else, then, if all you have to do is catch the bloody snitch? His son tugging at his shoulder, and Tal sat down in a huff. I hate this modern day so much. Back before I was turned to stone, all competitions were settled in the most noble way. By killing each other? Sparkle-san said nervously. The Capricorn frowned. No, by Pictionary. Seriously, Shiny, what's the matter with you? Why are you always thinking about bloodshed? But you! Hey, go! Soren called out, and he spun out like a top, and Spitfire skyburst rocking up into the air. Spitfire was clearly going for flare, bouncing straight up before going into a tight downward corkscrew, and saw her nearly striking into the arena before her hose lashed out, pushed her backward. The crowd of patrons did approval as the orange-made mare went into another ascent. Oh yeah! Rainbow called out agree. Spitfire's using a dive bomb style! Knowing that the non-flyers were staring at her confusion, the blue mare sighed. Oh, it's a technique designed to give you speed while showing off your moves. The flyer ascends and dives down, letting gravity give her a rest. Then she does some spins and moves, and then, right when she reaches the point of crashing, there! Rainbow pointed to Spitfire. Once more, managed to kick off the roof of the building, almost ready to strike, sending herself shooting back up. Takes real talent not to spite yourself while doing that. What is most buffalo winged doing? Sparkle-san asked. Skula frowned. I don't know. Skyburst was currently keeping a yellow follow path, skimming the surface of the arena's upper walls as he bobbed to weave about. Looks like he's been drinking Barry Punch's special happy drink. Rainbow Scott. She's shocked at how good Spitfire is. No way she could match her. I knew she was all talk. Just like you, Spike asked. Yeah, just like... Wait, are you comparing me to Spitfire or Skyburst? Before Spike could answer, Twilight pointed at Skyburst. She's doing something! And sure enough, the Pegasus Twilight had stuck her legs out, teeth clenched, bite trembling. Dad's eyes widened as he saw the telltale barrier form around Skyburst's front hooves. No way! Skula exclaimed. She's gonna... At that moment, Spitfire, who had been diving down so she landed right next to Skyburst, was at 3-3 of her opponent when Skyburst shattered the barrier. Spitfire screamed as a blast of pure darkness hit her, sending her spinning. Later, the Wonderbolt shook her head, looking about, realizing it wasn't darkness that hit her, but the night sky at its most beautiful. There were stars, meteors, and swirling galaxies as brilliant explosions of light. Spitfire dropped down, tears in her eyes as he let the sonic rainbow swirl about her. Then, as soon as it appeared, it was gone. Spitfire blinked, only to find Skyburst standing right before her, the snitch in her mouth. I win! Again, Skyburst said simply. You never stood a chance, Private. Maybe if you study every day for 20 years, you might match me, but... You think that was impressive? The crowd gasped as, in the middle of the arena, a bolt of magical lightning struck, sending the remaining Wonderbolts flying. Yes, I did, Kane said happily, bobbing her head up and down. I gave it 10 out of 10 genitals. She held her scoreboard, only for one of the patrons to push it down. Ah, enough! The intruder growled, her eyes completely black, green ears leaking out of them as she shouted to gather ponies. The amulet of alicorns was around her neck, cape, and hat, and turned black with red stars with magical overload. You want to see impressive? Then look upon me, the great and powerful Twilight. Oh, by my mother. Tile grumbled, standing up. I have a meeting with my brother, so can we please wrap up this foolishness and... The great and powerful Twilight fired a blast of magic at Tile, shaking it down to an inch tall. Shine couldn't help himself and began to laugh at the sight of the tiny war god. Shiny calmly grabbed a plastic glass and put it over a tile, trapping the god. Anybody else want to challenge me? The newest Twilight bellowed. Lee, I don't know who you are or why you look like a wingless me, but you just interrupted my routine. Skyburst took to the sky, glaring at the erased unicorn. So yeah, I think I'll test myself against you. Oh, you dare challenge the great and powerful Twilight? Alright, I thought we called this one Twixie to avoid confusion. Spike asked. All in favor? Aye! The crowd called out. All opposed? Nay! The great and powerful Twilight said, annoyed she was losing the spotlight. The A's have it! You're known as... Spike ducked down as Twixie fired a blast of dark magic at him, reducing the bench he'd been sitting on the goon. Would you provide Twilight Moon? Had enough of your jabs and jokes. Twixie snarled, rising up in the air as he used her amplified magic to call forth the power of the tornado into hurricane. I will destroy you all, and then destroy the elements of harmony. Then, and only then, will my revenge be complete! What did the elephant bears ever do to you? Cadence called out over the raging storm, racing out to catch Twilight, who had been caught in the whirlwind. Sparkle's son was holding Skulu, Cold Snout, Spike, while Shine was left with the installed Twile. First, they put me in charge of the library. At first, I thought that was fair and kind, but then they committed the ultimate betrayal! And that was, Skulu asked, they all had overdue library books! You know, if Twilight were to really go evil, I can imagine her doing this. What? Skulu said. Overdue library books! Each word of a bolt of lightning struck the arena, forcing Twilight and Skyburst, along with Final and Wonderbolts, to take cover. Do you realize how horrible that is? I have a system for checking out books if you aren't going to bring them back on time. And for that, they will pay. They will suffer under the wrath of... That wasn't an arrow struck Twixie in the flank. Oh! The mare screamed, looking around to find a shooter. She used to pull it out of her thigh, snapping in anger. Who dares? I do, the new arrival said, leaping down in the arena. She was another Twilight, dressed in white robes with purple accents. A hood was pulled over her head, hiding much of her face, and on each foreleg there was a strange bracer. I do not know where I am, or how you came about the Peace of Eden, but I, twice Auditore de Firenze, will defeat you and reclaim it in the name of the Assassin's Brotherhood. Am I the only one wishing we stopped meeting a new Twilight? Skulu complained. No, Skulu! Nope, you're not. You're the only one. Sorry. Next up, Twilight and Fight Night. Welcome, wrestling fans, to Pony Grunt's Battle. Iron Will here. Thank you for tuning in. As always, joining me in the booth is my co-host and good friend, Fluttershy.
Hello everyone. It's nice to be here, and I hope you're having a nice day.
If you aren't, then you are about to, because we're about to have some hardcore pony fighting, pony action coming to you.
I would like to state for the 170th time, I would much prefer that we all just get along, be friends, and not resort to violence. There's no reason to hoof punch a mare.
When you can hit him over tear, well said, Fluttershy.
I didn't know that.
Tonight, we have a barn burner of a battle for you, straight from Moscow, Renessa. We have a battle of the Sparkles. This one's so intense, we are calling Twilight Fight Night. Fluttershy, why don't you tell us a bit more about how we got to this point?
Oh, I didn't know we were calling that. I suggested can we please not play Just Be Friends Hackathon, but, well, you see, nice TV viewer, a while back, my good friend Twilight Sparkle was attempting to work out some spells. Meanwhile, Skulu, who's a very nice and sweet little filly, was trying to figure out how to get her cutie mark. I tried to explain to her a cutie mark will come when it's ready, but she didn't listen.
I had a similar situation when I was a child. I hadn't grown my horns yet, and many of the cows in my school made fun of me.
Oh, you will. That's so sad.
Indeed, Iron Will has a great depth of emotions, and I proved that when I tapped into the emotion known as badassery and beat up every calf that made fun of me.
Huh. I don't think that nutty word you just said is an emotion.
I thought of that too, at first, but then I got this kick-ass flannel-colored ring for the Flannel Iron Courts, who learned that badassery is completely an emotion.
What's the bearded ape on your ring?
Chuck Norris, of course. Anyway, continue your story, Flasheye.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. So, Skillet crashes to Twilight's library, and he exposes caused Twilight to shatter into a bunch of different Twilights. I was very sad when I heard that and cried all night.
When I get sad, I put my own tears until they stop leaking out of my eyes.
Jeez, no wonder Iron Will didn't show up in Fall or in Starfleet. He would have been too awesome.
Oh, Iron Will, don't be ashamed if you cry. Crying is a natural part of life. I cry for many reasons. When I'm scared, or when my feelings are hurt, or when Rainbow Dash makes her drizzle brownies.
I think we have a clip of that.
2 months ago. I don't feel that good, Rarity groaned. Does anybody else? Does anybody else? I forgot the point. You know what I love? Applejack said, lying on Rarity's fainting couch. Her maid no longer in a ponytail. To great pleasure, letting the strands of her hair fan out under her head. A punch! Just once, I like a punch. I giggled. I just say you're all acting rather weird, Vicky said with a sniff. She pulled out her silk bathrobe before, settling back into the love seat she selected. She had a pipe in one hand and a long lens masterpiece, War and Peace, told the story of Marshmallow Peach trying to survive in a war zone. It was considered one of the great classics of Equestria. I don't understand why you're all acting so silly. Why can't you be more mature like me? I'll never know. Fluttershy was in a corner rocking back and forth, chewing on her mane.
Squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
Fluttershy! You okay? Rainbow Dash asked.
Yes!
Fluttershy screamed, isolated panic.
I need you to tell me I can leave the library whenever I want.
What? Rarity asked. The yellow mare began to tug on her mane nervously.
I need you to tell me I can leave the library whenever I want.
Rainbow shrugged. You can leave the library.
Please don't tell me what to do.
Fluttershy lashed out and knocked Rainbow Dash with that one punch. You know, this may be the first time we've ever done stoned on the show. I giggled.
Well, I'd like to take a moment to remind our younger viewers that drugs are bad. They can ruin your life. The only good drug is no drug. And steroids.
I don't think.
Now, let us meet the mares that will be battling out today. First up, we have Twixie, a Twilight Sparkle who comes from a world where Princess Celestia went power mad. Twixie's been empowered by the Alicorns, a mystical dark talisman that enhances a unicorn's powers to nearly god levels. I must say, I'm not buying her reasoning for wanting to destroy us all, but badness is badness. She'll be a tough opponent to beat.
I just feel so bad she's upset. I wish I could give her a hug and tell her everything will be alright.
I think our challenger will give her a hug. A hug of pain!
This doesn't sound like a hug at all.
Facing off against Twixie is a stable of skilled ponies. First off, we have Skyburst, a Pegasus Twilight.
I really did enjoy your song, Sky Blue. It's truly beautiful. It showed us that magic exists in the world around us. Iron World got emotional when he saw it.
I thought we agreed to never bring that up again!
I think we have a clip of that.
10 minutes, anyhow. I will sit down next to Fluttershy. Eyes wide and boundless stuck out as he watched Skyboom go off above him.
No words to describe his beauty. Instead of seeing a poet. Anyway, back to Twixie's opponents. Joining Skyburst are of course Scootaloo and her team. Spike, Shining Armor, Princess Kate, Rainbow Dash, Twilight, and a short-down Title.
I think Title looks very cute.
Cute but deadly. He's like a piranha in a kiddie pool. Now then, rounding out the group is the newest arrival, Tweezo. The assassins from Epona is highly skilled and armed to the teeth with deadly weapons.
Looks like you're ready to talk. Oh, I do hope that they're able to sell their differences and be friends.
Dilute. I will rip off your legs and beat you with them! Twixie bellowed. Her heart was crackling with barely contained magic, straight bolts shooting off to the stands. Only the quick thinking of shining armor that saved them. Shields was strong and protected the innocent. Skulu could tell it was hurting him every time a bolt hit. You are no talk and bluster, Templar, Twice declared, but you will not win a fight. She leapt out of the way and joined with Skyburst, who was standing on high columns that managed to survive the onslaught of magic. Look, I get it, Skyburst said. Get a magic trinket. Suddenly you think you are Tao Sunflower born. That's nice, but it doesn't give you the right to attack others and kill as you see fit. Why don't you calm down and we can talk this out?
We're not, and I'll barely start you to get you inside out.
Tile snapped. You all dare think you can take out my might? Twixie roared. Not me, Spike whimpered. None of these ponies speak for me. Twice pulled out her crossbow and fired another bolt at Twixie. Unicorn only barely managed to avoid his shot. The purple magician turned librarian turned insane dark magic user, glared at the assassin, calling forth all the powers he had. I will skin you all alive and use your flesh for book covers! Again, the actions of these ponies do not represent the opinions and views of this baby dragon.
Looks like things are heating up here, Fluttershy.
Oh, why can't everyone get along and be nice and happy?
Because nice and happy don't net you good ratings. Now, back to the exit. Trixie is opening things up with a vicious magic blast that appeared to decide to turn Skyburst's wings to lead. Luckily for the Pegasus Twilight, she is just too fast for the Black Magic Mare, and yes, she's going in for the Flying Pile Driver!
Okay, look.
No, I take that back. The Pile Driver was purely a bluff to allow Skyburst to get an announcing headbutt. Trixie will be seeing stars tomorrow. I can tell you that.
Maybe I'll focus on the stars instead of two versus my good friend fighting. Oh, look, there's a North Star and a really bright and happy star.
There's no star. There's a space station that one day blows all up. But until then, we are going to focus on this fight. Looks like Twice owes up as he starts off with a smoke bomb to cover her tracks. Twixie is carrying with a wind spell that sends Skyburst flying, but Twice is not to be deterred as he fires a sleeping dart at Twixie. The dark magic unicorn's going to be out. Twice is going for the faster. Her famous headed blade strike. No! Twixie manages to pierce the poison from her body and has Twice in a headlock.
I don't like any of this. Where's Rainbow Dash and her special brownies?
Rainbow Dash is up in the air. Fluttershy, having joined in on the action. She and Skyburst are circling the arena. And yes, I don't believe it! It's a sonic rain boom and a sonic sky boom! Oh, it is so beautiful, not to make a grown man's heart cry. And that's okay, because such beauty should be appreciated.
I think that's very moving, very well.
Well, I always get choked up when two cocky jocks beat up a nerd. Remember, kids, brains are for suckers. The twin sonic blaster heading straight for Twixie, and yes, they had hit her! The unicorn is clearly dazed and trying to get her bearings. What's this? Twixie has grabbed the Lord Title, was just struck down before the fight, and is actually using them as a crossbow bolt. Twixie is barrel lets out, and Title is growing!
This magic must finally carry Twixie.
Yes, indeed, Fluttershy. And now that's allowing him to. Yes, I believe he's going for the rock bottom. Oh, that has got to hurt. But our favorite violence-loving Capricorn isn't done yet. He's removing the armbands he was wearing.
Why would he have armbands? He doesn't have arms.
Because he is setting up for the Herd's elbow. Back, forth, boom! Title jails it. He is now pinning Twixie, which really doesn't make sense because there is now a ref. But it looks like.
Oh no. I will. Is that?
It is, ladies and gentlemen. The Queen of the Changelings herself, Chrysalis, has just floated to the arena. And this can't be. Viewers, appears another Twixie is running on her back. Do you guys know how much of a hell my vocal cords are going through? Title left off Twixie and looked at his baby sister confused and Chrysalis, what are you doing here? Personal and private matters, big brother. The Changeling Queen says the second Twixie got off her back. This one was wearing Trixie's cloak, but none of the cockiness or attitude of the Twixie in the group.
and then Fine was present. In fact, other than being a bit shyer than the Twilight they all knew, this Trixie could have been the lost princess of the stars, except without wings. I had learned from Discord about the trouble you face and decided to help. I was on my way here when I sensed a wave of despair and fright coming from the wintering fields surrounding the city. I entered the cave and found this mare tied up, shivering in the cold. When I freed her and learned her story, I knew I had to rush to help you. What are you talking about? Skula said. He heard the Chasteling Queen was working with Celestia, Luna, and the rest of their god squad. But then that means he trusted the bug pony. It was the second Twixie who answered. I was captured by her. She pointed at first Twixie. I trapped in that ice cave. It was horrible. She had let it go on a loop, and I had to listen for 2 whole days. I like music too, but Kate suddenly popped up eyes wide with delight. I love that song! Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the winds and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I stay. Let the storm rage on. Chrysalis reached over and closed her key in his mouth, pointing at a whimpering Trixie. The second one. The first one looked all confusing. I promise we can all sing later, but we need to focus on Twixie, both of them. Okay, but how can there be 2 of them, Black Buggy me? Kate's asking confusion. There aren't, Chrysalis said, stirring, grazing at the first Twixie. The one you are battling is a Tasling! Twixie laughed, green fire swirling around her. I guess my secret is out. A swell of air when the fire died down, and the group was confronted with Twixie's true form. Changeling Queen versus the Twilight, the amulet of Valacor still around her neck. Only nightfall eclipse saw through my ruse. She understood it was better for me to wait to play this card and pretend to be another deranged Twilight. I played it up full tilt, creating that stupid story about overdue books, just to make you believe I was like the rest of my silly, stupid sisters. But like those ponies, I am crafty and cunning, and always have a plan. Hate to break it to you, Sunny said Sterling. Well, we had you outmatched before, and with Chrysalis here, you stand no chance. You tell him, lover. Chrysalis purred. Please stop calling me that. Shining wide. Twixie Queen sparkling really chuckled. Bulls, do you believe me so stupid to come here unprepared? I have been in Moscow for several weeks, preparing for this moment. I am not outnumbered. You are. Now my hive! School loud scream as the patriots that are serving around her suddenly engulfed in flames. Soon the arena took on a green glow, as nearly 3/4 of the patrons were been watching the Wonderbolts show wrestling match revealed themselves to be Changeling coverts. Chrysalis licked her fangs together in disgust, as the rest of the group, along with the remains of Spitfire's team, that had been knocked out, Skybird and Twice were pushed together towards the center of the arena. We are the Hive! Queen sparkling buzzed as she rose to the air, her magic combined with the endless power. You will be assimilated!
Will the group escape? Will Queen Sparkling's evil plot work? We'll have to wait to find out. As we are now moving on to our tag team title bout. The Doctor and Derpy versus Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Meanwhile, in Leodon, capital of the Griffin Empire, Gilda growled, her talon arms and forelegs crossed across his chest. She was half lying on a bench, watching as all the noble and polite Griffin lords and ladies flew and prowled around her. They were acting so smug, so perfect, it made her sick. After her visit to Ponyville had gone sour, Gilda had returned to Griffinland to lick her wounds, get over the depressive losing Rainbow to a bunch of geeks. Of course, she quickly remembered why she left home in the first place. Every Griff saw her only as Gilded Beauty, Fuzzy Thinker's granddaughter, and crowned princess of Griffinland. Gilda hated how the Griffs treated her differently and always tried to rebel. Mostly so they would actually snap at her and stop acting like she was so perfect. Nothing worked, however. Her last major attempt had been her teaming up with Lord Moldywort, leader of the Death Lickers, an attempt to seduce and capture her grandfather's prized student, Harry Grabber. She was stopped by her great aunt Celestia, Luna, and Keats, along with her great uncle Tidal, some white stallion whose name she didn't even know. They, along with Leonard's great consulting detective, Sherlock Holmes, had revealed that Moldywart was in fact Professor Moldwarty and put an end to his schemes. Gilda had expected to get into trouble, only for her grandfather to pat her on the head and said all was forgiven. The female griffin huffs he thought that. Must be a way to stir up some trouble, the rebel thought. Hey there! Gilda blinked and looked at the yellow faces pawing tried up to her. Gilda's eyes narrowed as he clicked her beak of frustration and rage. Flareteak! She hissed, grabbing the mirror from her throat. I don't know! Click! Gilda froze, looking down at the oozy flare sign pressed to her chest.
Hey, boss!
Kishai of the ponytail shouted out. Look what I found! Gilda gulped as she saw the group of familiar, yet different mares walk towards her, each armed with guns and looking quite murderous. Oh, good! Boss Twilight said. Another hostage! Gilda's eyes went wide as she wants to say spring forth a cage would contain a hairless ape-like Twilight. Put her in with the schoolgirl, Boss Twilight. Oh, bugger, Gilda muttered. I like to say that this fic has gone off the rails, but that wouldn't mean that this fic had ever been on the rails in the first place.